Hi, good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Probably Unemployed podcast. I'm John, and he is John.
Good morning.
And today we are going to mix things up a little bit and try a different theme that was an idea that was completely John's.
Thanks. I'm the only creative one here. To let everyone know, we're going to figure out a more consistent theme of what we're going to do every week. I know, like, every single week it seems like we're doing something else, but we're going to figure it out.
We're just getting a feel for what we like doing
right
now.
Yep.
So we're
While I look at John's cats in the deepness of his eyes and his shitty soul eyes. Sorry. That was weird.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so today we're going to do an episode that was completely John's concept. The episode is going to be called Fuck You, where we're just going to take turns talking about things, people, situations that we just hate and why we hate them.
Right, Trevor? Fuck you.
Oh. Okay, so without further ado, let's
get into it.
Get this segment started.
Alright, so you guys didn't know that song belonged to Lily Allen. She is a goddess among bitches. So,
That's
John...
a pretty catchy song.
Yeah, it's great. So John's going to go first with his whatever you have.
Yeah, so I made a little list of things that I hate. Some of them are kind of petty.
I love petty. Petty's like probably the best thing I like.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't.
People totally underestimate, hate being petty.
Okay.
And say, like look down upon it. And, why are you being so petty? I'm like, that's literally the best thing ever. Being petty. I'm sorry. I'm cutting you off. I just need to show you my love for pettiness.
Okay. So these are, for me, these are, more so, situations or just concepts that I hate. Okay. So, the first so you know how, in English we have a lot of, idioms.
Sure.
Or, phrases that we say, don't beat around the bush.
Right.
Or something like that, something similar like that. So there's one phrase that people say. I first heard it when I was 7 or 8 years old on a TV show, and I didn't understand what it meant. And I thought maybe it was because I was a kid. And I grew up, and it still doesn't make sense to me. Okay. I understand the concept that they're trying to convey, but it doesn't make sense. So I hate the phrase that people say when they say, I hurt in places I didn't know I had.
You hate that phrase?
I hate that phrase because it makes no sense. You don't. What do you mean you didn't know that you had a place on your body?
Well, have you ever swam a lot?
No, don't. No, it's not. Look, I get what they're trying to convey. I hurt in.
You just don't like it.
It should be. I hurt in places I didn't know I could. Because you didn't know you could be hurt there. If you say I didn't know I hurt in places I didn't know I had. Are you fucking stupid? You didn't know the back of your knee existed.
What about your taint, man? You don't really see your taint very often. It's just there, and then when
know it's there. It's not like somebody's gonna tell you.
But did you know that it could hurt though?
Yeah, that's why I said it should be. I hurt in places I didn't know I could.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
It fucking pisses me off because it makes zero sense when people say it. I'm just like, I fucking can't. I can't do it.
Right,
okay.
Right.
So that's number one for me.
Number one.
What do you want to say?
I have a person that I'm gonna that I hate. Well, I don't hate. I hate this portion of his life.
Okay.
So we should just go through all yours first.
You want to go through mine?
Because mine's probably gonna be a 15-minute rant about this dude. So.
Okay. All right. Second, this is something that actually doesn't really happen out here in California because people don't really. They're not as they're not as into manners as the South.
California.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're nice people. Have you been to New York? Those guys are born with someone was say hey, thank you. They slap them. How dare you say that?
Oh,
word?
okay.
Those words don't exist up here.
Well, okay. For
the
me,
South, I get it. The South is a little bit more.
A little bit, yeah. It's a little bit more polite, but it's overly polite sometimes. So one thing that happened in the South a lot is people would hold the doors for you when you're fucking 30 feet away from the door.
Really?
So then you're in this weird moment where it's you have to speed walk to get to the door because they're trying to be nice to you. But if you take your time, then they just fucking are just sitting there like holding the door, looking stupid, and it's just like an extremely awkward situation. And it's like, dude, I would rather you just not open the door for me. Like, it's honestly a little bit refreshing that people out here don't really do that.
Yeah, I never seen that happen.
You never seen
before.
that? Oh
I've
my
lived
god!
in the Midwest.
All
I
the
didn't
time
do
in
that
North
stuff.
Carolina, where I was stationed, like people would do that all the time.
Really?
Yeah, like they're like 20 feet in front of me, and they go and walk into a door or into a building, and they just like hold the door, and I'm like, dude, come on, you can fucking leave. Like, I'm not gonna be mad that I have to open the door as well. You know, like
That's why chivalry's dead, John. It's because of you.
these are these are like dudes holding doors for dudes. It's not like.
Trying to be a good person, you just shitting on their dog.
Okay, you know what? You know what I hate? I fucking hate when Walmart like fucking sets out Christmas decorations like
A month earlier.
no,
some
like
shit?
3 fucking months
Oh,
early.
wow.
There's been 2 different occasions. They replace all the lawn and garden shit with Christmas decorations. There's been 2 occasions where I've needed to fucking get like a new sprinkler or something for my lawn, and then I go there and it's all fucking garland and lights. And you know how much that fucking pisses me off? I'm like, dude, it's fucking September.
For some reason, it makes me happy because I have this image of you in Walmart, and Walmart are just like pissed off and yelling at reefs.
It happened 2 different times. It happened 2 different times. It was like my first year here in
My mic
2016.
is so loud. All right, whatever.
2016 it happened, like one of my sprinklers broke, and then fucking it happened again in 2018. I had to get like a new switch for the sprinklers. And yeah, it's so fucking annoying. It's like, okay, cool, you know, like I got a little to-do list, want to knock this out, and you fucking go there and it's like, oh, here's fake trees and lights and fucking ornaments.
I've been so happy for like the last year. You know why? I don't think I've been to Walmart in the last year, bro. I've been.
So you're gonna attribute your happiness to the lack of shopping at
I've
Walmart?
been exclusively Target.
Or Target.
No.
say.
Target, like a real American.
Oh.
But actually, I went to a Walmart like last week, and it immediately made me feel more depressed.
I mean, Target's cool, but every
It's
time
blue, bro.
every time I go to Target, it's just like
You don't want to go somewhere that's blue.
I like blue. Blue's my favorite color.
Well, that's probably, it's blue's the depressing color. You know what I mean? Red is vibrant.
But every time I go in Target,
It's
there's
the color of blood. You know what I mean? You're about to take someone's life in Target.
there's like kids crying all the time in Target, and it's just so annoying.
So is Walmart, but they're poor kids. It's worse.
Oh my god. Okay, all right. Anyway,
Poor kids need to be a little bit more fucking stronger than that. You know what I'm saying? They have a hard life ahead of them. I need to. If I go to Target, I'm like, oh, okay, well, he misses piano recital.
I go to Target more than Walmart just out of convenience because there's a Target like a mile and a half from my house, and the Walmart's like 10 minits away.
Yeah.
But there's certain things I need from Walmart.
Like what?
Like there's like stencils that I need to buy. That
What are you doing arts and crafts?
No, but
Oh, well, you do like woodworking and shit.
yeah.
All right.
But Target doesn't have.
Really?
They don't have the type that I get.
Okay.
Only Walmart has it, and
telling you now,
that's usually the only reason I go.
It's like cutting out sugar out of your diet. You know what I mean? You're immediately healthier. You're leaner, and if you cut Walmart out of your life, you're immediately happier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, it seems like people out here in California, they're not into Walmart as much as like the East Coast. The East Coast
Or the Midwest.
The East Coast is like, oh, Walmart, fucking Walmart. But then out here, it's like, oh, I spend more money to shop at Target, so I don't have to shop at Walmart.
When I lived in the Midwest, we used to go to Walmart, and it was like a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
It was ridiculous.
In my hometown, like, nothing ever happened, so we would just go to Walmart just to, like, see if we saw people we knew.
God, man.
It was like a mall.
It was so terrible. I look back at it, it's the worst time in my life.
Okay.
Literally could have been a lot better.
Yeah. Walmart was like a common ground.
Yep.
Like, let's go to Walmart and just dick off and, like, not even get anything.
Yep.
Because you just don't have shit else
I remember my friends and I stole some carts and we were racing them and shit. And then like 4 Walmart employees came out and they looked like the fucking Avengers, bro, with their vests, walking in a straight line, dude. They weren't like deviated at all. Perfect straight line. You know what I mean? One girl looked like she just got done eating at the McDonald's at the Walmart. She got fucking sauce on her face and shit.
Like she had to stop mid bite of the Big Mac.
In
like,
line.
Oh no.
In line, coming for us. But we were all in shape, man. We ran away. They couldn't catch us.
What were you guys doing? You were like riding the carts?
No, we were like racing them. I forgot. We were
Like riding them like scooters?
Yeah, no. You know the electric ones they got?
Oh, the hover around things?
Yeah, we were fucking drag racing.
Oh, that's great.
Good
That's
stuff.
great. I've never been on one of those.
So we ran away, but it was a small town, so they knew who we were. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that's
we got in
hilarious.
trouble, but whatever.
Um,
What else you got?
What else I got? Okay, you know what? Yeah, this one I got a fucking good one. Okay, do you know OfferUp? You know OfferUp?
Yeah,
you know,
and you bitched about
know-
it forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna bitch about it right now.
Because, dude, you can't bitch about it. That's your fault.
No, it's
That you
not.
got banned.
It goes deeper than that. Okay.
Deeper than that.
I've done
okay.
my research. Listen, I'm not fucking. Updates have been made to this story since you last heard about it. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm gonna just break this down real quick, okay? For those of you guys who don't know, OfferUp is a marketplace app like Craigslist, but it's more it's better because the people actually have a profile, so you can see what they look like, what other things that they're selling, and you can like message them directly. Anyway, so early this year I was like selling a bunch of stuff, just getting rid of some clutter in my house, trying to make some extra money. And I put up like, I don't know, so many things. Like it took hours and days to upload all of these things to OfferUp that I was wanting to sell. And so I'm selling a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff's getting sold. You know, I've been meeting up with a lot of people here and there, selling all these things. And then all of a sudden, one day I go on there and I realize I can't reply to anybody that had messaged me, excuse me, about the products I was selling. So then I go to all of my listings, and every single listing I had said, item not available, all down the line. So clearly my account had been removed, and I had no idea why. I was never given any notice, never received an email from OfferUp or anything. So it took me, I sent them an email. I never got a response. I sent them, it ended up being like 4 emails and 1 message on their Facebook page before I finally got a response as to why my account got deleted. So the reason my account got deleted was because a particular item that I had posted went against their community guidelines. So the item that I had posted was a bottle of CBD oil that I had bought, used once, didn't like it, and it just kind of sat in my drawer. For those of you who don't know what CBD oil is, it's a chemical that is derived from cannabis, but it doesn't actually get you high. It's made to have calming effects and relieve anxiety and all of this. Like, you can buy CBD oil, CBD infused water, all that stuff, like anywhere out here in California. But I didn't know that CBD is actually not legal in the entire country. So with that being said, it went against their community guidelines because it was not nationally legal, and the person in the email tried to regard it as me selling marijuana on their app, which I absolutely wasn't, because CBD is derived from cannabis, but it's not marijuana. Look, I know the face.
Bro.
I know the face you're
Technically,
giving.
they're right.
I know the face you're giving me, but I'm not done. Okay.
Okay, I'm just saying. So far, you've been wrong.
I understand where
You're
they're
wrong.
coming from. But why would you not just delete that listing instead of my entire account? Because
Well, yeah, they should have gave you like a strike or something.
yeah,
But
exactly.
it was technically an illegal drug, so you're pretty much a drug dealer. Have you been to San Francisco? They're everywhere. You're one of them.
But
bro.
it's not anything that gets you high. It's something that you can go to 7-Eleven and buy water that's
You know, there
infused
was a
with
girl,
CBD oil.
there was like a grandma in Texas that got raided for CBD oil and got sent to jail.
Really?
Yeah, she was like 65. She had like arthritis. She was using the CBD
Oh my god!
oil
For like her arthritis.
for her arthritis. Got sent to jail. And you're surprised that you got
ridiculous.
banned on OfferUp, bro?
But so now I use Facebook Marketplace, and
Right.
there's been a couple of times where I've posted like one time I posted like a those little cloth leg braces.
right.
One time I posted one of those to Facebook, and they removed it because it's considered like medical, and you can't sell like medical stuff. So I've posted things that went against Facebook's community guidelines without knowing, and Facebook just removed that listing.
Right.
They didn't remove my entire account and prevent me from ever posting on their platform
Was
again.
it an illegal drug? I'm sorry.
Stop. It's not like, look, dude, no. So anyway, I understand where you're coming from. I understand, like, okay, it was not 100% off.
Granny Gertrude is in fucking prison, dog.
But anyway, so listen, so I go on OfferUp's Facebook page, and it turns out I'm not the only one that's had this issue. Everything that OfferUp posts, all of the comments in the posts are all saying, why did you guys delete my account? I didn't even do anything wrong. And people are like, oh, you deleted my account for no reason. So it was like this trend I noticed that several people were randomly having their accounts deleted without notice, without any reason as to why, without anything, and they were completely just banned from the platform. So I noticed everyone on these comments, it was all just an uproar. Everyone was like, and they were all upset because nobody from OfferUp would contact them. OfferUp just ignores you. Like, everybody's in the comments they're saying in the comments, they're like, why won't anyone from OfferUp message me back? Why can't I get an email back? Like, why is your customer service so terrible? So I realized it wasn't just me. And then I actually went onto the Better Business Bureau's website, where you're familiar with that. They have an F rating from the Better Business Bureau as a company, and the reasons for it is it said the reason for the F rating was that it had terrible customer service, and that they were not responsive to customers, and that it was I think it was something else about, like, they would withhold payments from sales customers made.
Really?
Something like that. Something along this. But the main point is they got an F rating from the Better Business Bureau for terrible customer service because they would never respond to the customers' inquiries, and that's exactly what happened to me. So it wasn't just like, oh, I did an oopsie. It was like everyone just randomly got their accounts taken away for, like, no reason. And so it just really pissed me off because I put all this time and effort into trying to use this platform to sell my stuff. So then I ended up going to just Facebook Marketplace instead, and honestly it is like 1,000 times better because it's like all on Facebook, so you don't have to have like an additional app, and there are actually like more people on that platform than there is OfferUp actually. So with that being said, I hate
remember
OfferUp.
who told you to go on Facebook Marketplace?
Did you tell me that?
Sure did.
I don't remember.
All the thanks? Nope.
I don't remember you telling me to do that.
All right. Okay.
I think that was my original idea.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
My turn. Can I bitch about now?
Yeah, so that's my little rant about OfferUp.
I want to, before I get into the real one, I have two that I just came up with. One, I want to say fuck you to John's cat. Because he was scratching the shit out of my chair like a fucking devil. Why do people like cats?
Because, man, they're cute.
Sure. All right. So I'm done with that. He was just behind me just now scratching the shit out of my beautiful chair. And two, fuck Snapchat. Snapchat is so shit.
Why?
Compared to Instagram. It's slow.
Oh, really? Snapchat is slow. It's a big app.
Slow. Like, if I had multiple fucking friends, you know what I mean? It's just so garbage compared to Instagram. Instagram is so much better. And I hate it when people tell me, like, oh, add me on Snapchat. I'm like, bitch, add me on Instagram. And like, no, I'm on Snapchat. Like, no, add me on Instagram. I'm never going on Snapchat again. You know what I mean?
I don't usually use Instagram.
Okay. Try it. Do you use Snapchat?
Rarely. I mean, I used to use it all the time, but then Facebook started doing the same like type of stories like Snapchat, so I just kind of went with that.
Instagram and Facebook is pretty much the same thing because they're, you know what I'm saying? They're owned by the same company.
Yeah, well, Facebook bought Instagram.
Yeah. So I'm just saying Snapchat sucks. Like, I have a ton of friends on it still, and they still do shit, so I'm on there, but I'd rather not. Like, if I had any opportunity to move them all over to Instagram, I would.
What's so good? I mean, honestly, I don't know. For me, it just seems like Instagram's not that user friendly. Like, I think Facebook's so much more comprehensive.
Oh no! See,
I don't
you
know.
think Instagram's not user friendly, and like, I think it's annoying that you can't really swipe through photos. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you have to manually click them.
Yeah, but honestly, after you use it for a little while, you don't really mind.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, yeah, I barely use Snapchat. Like, yeah, one of the reasons, like you said, like it's a big app. It crashes all the time. Like you
Yeah,
go and
it's
open, like
slow.
if you have other things open, like if you have like a big app open, like your navigation system, like Google Maps or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then you try to open Snapchat and it just fucking freezes, like just black screen or something.
Right. Like,
Yeah. There's been times where it'll like crash like that when you open like a message and then the message just doesn't even appear and you lose it. So then you have to get the person to like resend the message because it didn't pop up for you because the app didn't open properly.
yeah, like I'm trying to add shit to my story right now, saying that we're on fucking. It's cool, but it's still shit. Oh
Okay.
man! Finally, I got it to my story. What? Or
So anyway,
how?
so I'm gonna say something. Okay, what is it? What? Okay, something that I hate. Fucking GNC.
Okay.
I hate GNC. You know GNC, the store, GNC.
Yes, I do.
I fucking hate going in there. I'm not like every GNC I've been into. Like I've been in the GNCs in Virginia, in
I
Florida,
fucking hate Snapchat.
in Mississippi, in California.
Okay.
I've been to all different locations, GNCs, you know. And every time I go in there, it's all the same. They are so fucking up your ass trying to sell you everything in the store. As soon as you walk in, they try to sell you things, and then you'll be like, "No, I'm fine. I'm just looking around," and they won't fucking take that for an answer. They will like watch you and watch the things that you're looking at in the store, and once you like look like you're fixated on something, they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, this one's good, but you should probably buy this one that's like $20 more. It's a lot better." And like they try to fucking sell you on everything. And I hate that shit. It's like, leave me alone. Like, if I'm walking in there to get some protein, like, I don't need you to fucking tell me this is the best protein to get, this one's really good. I don't need that. You know, I'm gonna walk in and be like, okay, this one had good reviews online and it's like $40. That's all I fucking need. Leave me alone. I fucking...
You gotta be like that. You gotta say that. I remember, you know those sword guys?
Yeah, the guys that
military?
would sell, like, the swords.
Right. Like at every single military base.
Yeah.
There was so many of them. Like there's this
Yeah.
one guy who came up to me and I said "fuck off" to his face, and he was like, "Oh wow," and I was like, "Yeah, fuck off."
That's what he said. Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he wasn't expecting someone to say tell him to go fuck off, and
Yeah.
and that was kind of rude. But I was kind of sick of it.
No, I know what you mean. They post up, like, at the entrance of stores.
Right,
Like the
man.
MCX.
Like
So that you
they're like
have
grown
to-
up Girl Scouts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they really are.
You know what I
It's
mean?
like, but at least Girl Scouts aren't like.
They're little girls.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
that
it's
say that
like-
to a little girl.
yeah, it's like,
sorry,
oh, it's a little
and,
girl that
and
wants
it's
to
Girl
sell
Scout cookies. You love Girl Scout.
Yeah, and it's a cheap thing to buy.
But these people are selling fucking swords.
like
dude.
$200 swords or something.
Yeah, and to like I remember a black dude was out there trying to get a because it's not just a sword. It's like a heritage, like a background
Yeah,
heritage.
yeah.
And you'll get like a shield and a sword like that, like a claymore.
It's the what is it? It's the your family crest.
Right,
Your family
right.
crest.
Your family
yeah.
crest. And there was this black guy out there, and they're trying to sell him a family crest and a claymore sword, talking about his family, his lineage. I'm like, bro, you're black.
Oh my god, dude, stop.
What? No, it's true. No, they're trying to sell him like a European lineage when he's obviously African.
Oh, it's based off European lineage, huh? That's right.
Or a claymore, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not talking.
is that what it? I don't know the roots of claymores. That's European?
John,
What?
you
Stop
honestly
talking.
disappoint me every day.
Oh my god, every day, even the days we don't talk, you wake up and think about me like fucking John. Dude.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna think about how you don't know about claymore.
That actually happened to me. Yeah, like they were posted up inside the one of the MCX stores on base, like right there in the like when you walk inside before you actually get into the store, the little like lobby area.
Right.
There was a guy there, and as I was leaving, he was like, "Excuse me, sir, would you like to learn about the like he's selling the family crest, you know, and he's like, "Would you like to learn about the heritage of your family with this family crest that we're selling?" And I'm like, "No, I don't care." And he's like, "You don't care about the heritage?" And I'm like, "No." I just walked away.
I'm
Like
saying, man.
he sounded so offended, like, "You don't care about the heritage?" I'm like, "Dude, shut up. Like, I'm not gonna buy you a fucking $200 sword and crest and be
man.
like, this is what my family lineage had. Like, dude, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's such a random thing. Like, that's such a random thing for people to be interested in. Like, that's something that only, like, certain people would be interested in. It's like a passion.
Dude, no shit. I thought it was kind of cool when I first saw it.
And that's what they do. They get
they get the boots.
They
bro.
get the boots. The people fresh in the military who see something cool and shiny, and they're like, and they have all this money they don't need to spend on anything else.
All right, I'm done with Snapchat, dude.
Fucking
I'm sorry.
stop.
I've been fucking with Snapchat while we've been talking, and I swear to God, dude, what the fuck, Snapchat?
But yeah, anyway,
You should have sold yourself to Facebook when you had the chance, and then Facebook came out.
is that what Facebook tried to do?
Well, Facebook tried to buy Snapchat, and Snapchat like, nah, we're better. No, well, we're
and
good.
then Facebook came out with the.
and Facebook was like, all right, cool, we'll just do it better than you.
Honestly, I laughed when Facebook started that story function. I didn't think it would catch on. I'm
Really?
like, dude, they're just obviously trying to be like Snapchat. But then I realized, oh shit, this is better because you don't have to open up two apps. It's
Right.
all on one
It's
app.
only on one app.
It's all on one app.
And I don't even fuck with Facebook.
All your
honestly.
Facebook friends are already there. It's not like you have to be add me on Snapchat, add me on Snapchat. If they're your friend on Facebook, they're going to see your story.
Right.
You know? And then Facebook Marketplace, you know, Facebook's just doing everything.
Right.
You
You know,
don't-
YouTube has stories on it too now.
Really?
Yep.
From like YouTubers?
Like you're subscribed. If you subscribe to somebody, you can see some of their. If they can throw out stories.
I know YouTube has like news feeds from your subscribers. Like
Right.
they can post things.
Right. Same
Yeah.
thing.
I don't even know how to find it though.
You'll just show up. On
Like,
shit.
anyway, so yeah, fuck GNC. I don't like going there.
Right.
They're so just, you know what I do? You know, like if I do shop there to make up for how much they are overbearing,
Mhm.
you know those little like they always have at the counter. They have those free samples of those little candies. I just
Right.
fucking grab as many of them as I can, and that's
Right.
like my fucking takeaway from going to GNC. Like it makes that makes it better. Like they're fucking trying to get me to buy the store, and I have to be like, no, I just want this protein. And then when they're checking me out, I'm just fucking handful
Right,
of these
right,
fucking
right.
gummy little vitamin things.
Anything else? You seem like you got a long list. You hate a lot of things.
No,
You need therapy.
no, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
These are all just like not even big deal. Okay, panhandlers. I hate
They're
panhandlers.
poor, bro.
Bro,
You don't have to
no.
give them anything.
No, okay, yeah, I get they're poor. I don't like when panhandlers are like right at the entrance of like the fucking guys who sell the swords. Except
Right.
that
Oh,
they're
right.
not selling a product; they're asking for money. So it's like you can't walk into the store without having to communicate with them.
You know what I hate? Hippie panhandlers. I mean,
Okay.
there's a ton of them in Colorado, like Denver, Colorado. They got like you're saying like, oh, they got signs like, oh, just need money for weed, something like that. And
Oh my God.
dude got like skinny jeans on, a fucking scarf, and it's like mid July. Suede shoes, and he's like, bro, why do you have suede shoes and a scarf in mid July, looking like a goddamn, I don't know, a rich person? I wish I had a better name for it. But and then now you're asking for money on the street, asking for money for weed.
I had a panhandler like at the entrance of a gas station I went to one time, and as I'm walking in, she was like, "Can you get me some cigarettes?" And I'm like, "No, you don't need those. I can get you like something to drink if you want." And she's like, "Okay." Like I'm like, "What do you want?" And she's like, "Well, I like to mix.
Cavassier.
I like to mix Coke and Pepsi." And I'm like,
Mix?
"What?" So honestly,
It's like cement.
I just bought her a Coke and a Pepsi, and that was it. But
I don't know.
I just thought it was super like
Why haven't you killed this?
it
cat
was
yet?
super.
Why
I
is
love
it-
this cat.
Literally, it is a nuisance on everyone's existence.
I just thought it was really ridiculous. Like you asked for like 2 different sodas, but like
You should have gave her like a
ginger ale.
no, like acid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's you know what I mean?
Um,
Or out, like what's that? God,
Anyway,
it's completely
panhandlers like, and then whenever they're posted up at the exits of freeways, so then when you're like getting off the freeway on the exit and you're like at the stoplight, you have to sit there and like roll your window up and like avoid eye contact, you know, so that they don't look at you and think that like you're gonna give them money. It's just, you know, I get it, like they're poor, but like, I mean, it's just so overbearing. It's so annoying, you know. I would have more respect for panhandlers that are like street performers, because at least they're actually doing something for their money. You know, like the
Right.
guys on the street that like play like the buckets like they're drums, or they like play guitar.
Oh,
really
you mean
well.
like fucking homeless people who just found buckets and just like collect?
No. You've seen like some people are really fucking good like
Well,
that.
yeah, they're good, but
And then like just the people that are like playing guitar really fucking amazing on the street for
Yeah.
money, and like at least they're doing something for their money. I have a lot of respect for that. You know, I definitely give people like that money before.
peroxide. There you go. Should have gave that bitch peroxide.
Did you really have to? Look, that was.
For some reason, like I have a bottle of peroxide in my apartment for reasons that will be kept to myself. But
Okay.
but I completely blanked. But you know, like she wants a Pepsi and Coke. Like gave her like a bottle of peroxide, and she probably could have used it.
For
Homeless
what?
People, well, homeless people get infections all the time, living on the street, man.
Right. Well,
Tetanus.
for all I know, she wasn't even.
She probably
homeless.
never got a tetanus shot.
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know her story. It was just
Yeah, it's probably a terrible story.
But
She couldn't marry a man for money, so
right. I don't know. You know,
she's
I
not
didn't look
pretty
that
enough. So
that deep into it.
right, you got anything else?
What I got else? Okay, yeah, I hate whenever like whenever there's like something that you didn't know about somebody that was like okay, this sounds weird. Like say you have like a good friend or a girlfriend or a family member,
Right.
and something significant happens in their life, like something you would think that they would bring up, like maybe they're moving away or maybe they got fired from their job or something, and then you end up finding out about it and you're like, oh, you never told me that you got fired from your job or something, and then they'll be like, oh, you never asked. I fucking hate that shit. Like, why would you have to ask something like that? Like, I hate, like, I know this sounds extremely just ridiculous, but it's so annoying to me when people are like, whenever something like that happens in their life and you're like, oh, like, why didn't you say anything? And it's like, oh, you never asked. And it's like, well, am I supposed to sit here and fucking ask, like, every day, how are you? Did you quit your job? Are you moving away? Did you break up with your significant other? Like, those aren't just random questions that you ask people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why do you feel like you don't seem to agree with me here?
I don't care about other people very much, so I don't give a
Okay.
shit. like, oh, hey, John, hey, man, just trying to catch up. Like, how you been? Like, oh, yeah, just been to jail a couple years, you know what I'm saying? It's been terrible, got raped. I'm fine, though. Not really. Help me.
Not really. Help me. Give me a place to stay.
All right, because I feel like every time I start caring about somebody, it's like they come leech off me. You know what I mean? To an extent that I do not enjoy. You know what I
Like
mean?
mooching.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like I'm gonna have to kill that relationship the hardest way possible.
You don't.
And I enjoy that part.
You don't have to do that. You
But
don't
I-
have to.
I do though.
But you
You
enjoy
have
that.
to. It's like I'm making friends, and then like 3 weeks later, the person's asking me for money. I'm like, I
Okay, no,
I
that's
don't
a-
even know you.
That's a
really.
shitty friendship, dude. No, like.
Right. I'm like, oh, and then he's like, oh, my family's dying. You know, what I mean, I got
My
cancer.
family's dying.
I need diapers. I got 3 new kids. I'm like, what happened? Not the new kids. What happened to the other kids?
What happened to the other kids?
Are they not new anymore?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And now I'm in this position, like, and honestly, I just gotta be mean. Like, I sure don't give a fuck. You know. Honestly, like
no, those are shitty friendships. I mean, yeah, friendships that are just like they're just gonna try to like leech off of you because they
Right.
know that you have money. You know, they're taking advantage.
My other
of you.
friends is like it's like I'm real good friends with them, but then like it's not like I'm calling them up all the time and like, oh man, blah 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 blah, and like it'll come up when it'll come up. You mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm digging for it, and I'm like, oh, and then when it does come up, I'm like, oh man, yeah, that sucks, man. And then like I'm patting John on the shoulder right now, and I'm like, this is what I say, like I'm patting him on the shoulder, like, all right, good luck with that, man.
I don't feel safe.
You're fine. You're gonna be all right. Maybe.
Okay.
Don't ask me for help.
I won't.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go over the last two, and then that'll be it for me. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, for me, fucking, I hate whenever people are like, they live their lives by fucking astrology.
Right.
I hate that shit. Like, they justify their shitty behavior based on what their astrology sign says.
It's a Wednesday. I'm with Leo, so
Like,
Wednesdays for Leos are a really fucking tumultuous day.
oh, I have a lot of mood swings because I'm a Capri Sun. Oh, I can sleep in
man.
until fucking noon and still be tired because I'm a Scorpio. Or I'm fucking I like to isolate people when I get hurt because I'm a Sagittarius. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you literally, when you read your, like, astrology sign, I feel like the people just pick out certain things to fit their
Right.
narrative, or they just completely use the astrology sign to give them a sense of identity. Like, oh, astrology says that I'm supposed to be sensitive and sensual and caring with my friends. That must be what I am.
Nah, she just likes to suck dick, bro.
Because I mean, this isn't
Big,
like
long
this isn't
dick.
women. Like, this is like women and men just are super fucking. Certain people just get super into it, and they
Yep.
just use it to. They have all these memes on Facebook about it. They're like, oh, here's the goes without here's the goes 5 days without texting you back squad, and then it lists like 4 or 5 different zodiac signs that
Right.
apparently do that. They go.
It's like
days
half
without-
the signs.
Yeah, it's like half the signs. Like, oh, here's the fucking we can sleep the whole weekend away squad, and it's like Leo, Cancer, Aquarius,
Right,
fucking
Yeah, stuff like that.
fucking bullshit, you know. And it's just like, dude, shut up. Like, the stars do
Here's
not.
the suck dick squad, and it's like
here's
all
the,
of them.
Here's the suck. Yeah,
They all suck dick.
I can't get into astrology. Like, it's all just cold reading. It's all just like you
Dick,
read the
dick.
sign, and it's like, oh, I bet you're breathing right now, and they're like,
On dick dick.
stop.
I've been saying it so much. I've been trying to get you to respond.
I'm trying to not. I'm trying to get my point across, and you're just like,
dick.
dick.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hate that shit. It's like, I can't get into it. I see people post that shit all the time, and honestly, it's mostly white women or white people in general.
Well,
Like,
because white people have been stripped of their identity.
what?
Stripped of their identity. We have no identity.
I
Black
don't.
people are black. Mexican or Mexicans. They got Mexican heritage.
Saying like white people don't have like culture,
Yeah, they don't have a cultural or identity,
cultural
so they
background. Like,
so they gravitate to things that give them an identity, like you were saying earlier.
honestly, that doesn't sound that far fetched. That sounds pretty believable because usually, you know, like Hispanic people, Asian people, Black people, like they have a very rich culture and traditions. But since white
Black people's culture is that white people make them suffer.
okay, but it's like furthermore than that.
Right.
But I'm
Make good
saying
chicken.
white people are so mixed with everything that
Right.
and
Mixed with everything. Like I don't know if we're mixed with everything. It's just that we just have no idea where we come from anymore.
That's what I'm saying because
Oh,
we're
right.
so mixed. Like you.
Not
can
even
be-
that. I don't think I'm that mixed. I still don't know where the fuck I'm from though. Because
Right.
I'm white. I could be Irish.
But
I don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying.
I
Like
wish I
you
was
just
Irish.
like diluted. Like, oh, you're like fucking 2% Irish and
I got a question
7%
for you.
German.
What white nationality would you want to be?
Would I want to be?
Yeah,
Like
what-
a nationality in Europe?
Like Irish? Would you want to be Irish?
No.
Why? Why not Irish? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Say what you want to be.
What would I want to be?
German.
Yeah, I'd say German.
So you want to fucking have the lineage and culture of murdering a whole other segment of the society?
No, not that part of not the bad German.
Not the bad
So
So not only are you white, but you're terrible white.
I've been to Germany and I know how German people are, and they're more just kind of like
Germans have the worst language on the planet.
It's very aggressive.
Hoss! Puh!
Yeah.
That was I love you. That was I love you in
Ich
German.
liebe dich is I love you.
Huh?
Ich liebe dich is I love you in German.
Ich liebe dick. It's like I love a
Dich.
dick.
Dich.
Dick.
Dick in German means fat.
Thick dick. All right, I get it.
Okay.
You love dick?
Germans, from what I've
let's
gathered,
go.
Germans like keep to themselves a lot.
Mhm.
They're very big on personal space and privacy, and
Really?
you know, I can kind of get behind that because you know I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
So
I get it. They have privacy. That's why they try to hide all those, murdering them all, those Jews.
Yo, stop. What would you be? What would you?
Irish, man.
Irish?
They got it's the fighting race, man. Plus
Fighting
they were like kind of indentured servants in America, so I feel like I can use that.
They
Like,
were indentured servants in America.
well, yeah, they were treated like shit. They
just
were
the Irish.
yeah, they were like Irish, yeah, they were
Yeah.
like they were treated terribly. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So I feel like I could use that to my advantage. Or like if someone's like my race has been been treated like garbage for hundreds of years, and like so have mine. And plus we had a potato famine that killed most of our population.
Did they? Did they
Yeah,
really?
that's why a lot of them moved to America because everyone was dying because their main source of calorie intake was potatoes. And then when there was like some strain of disease that came and took it all out.
Okay.
So definitely
So,
Irish. Plus
we're-
they make whiskey, and plus you can be mean and an asshole, and you'd be like, oh, he's Irish.
He's Irish. Just write it off as he's Irish.
Ah, he has that hot blood in him,
Yeah.
blood of the Irish.
Okay, so
Sorry,
we're
that was
running up
content.
time a little bit, so I think you should talk about the person that you have an issue with.
Okay, so Brendan Schaub. Brendan Schaub is a ex UFC fighter who's honestly very awful. Let me look up his record, but was not very good. He was a college football player. He tried to join the NFL, didn't make the NFL, because he's again, he fails at everything he does, but somehow succeeds. So he then, after failing to make it into the NFL, he went to the UFC, which he had a record of 10-5, and eventually retired because he was never gonna be any good at it. Really, good enough to be a champion, and you're not gonna make any money that way. And then he started a podcast with Brian Callen, who was a comedian. You might know him from Mad TV, and it's called The Fighter and the Kid. And it's
Wait, who is it? Brian Callen?
Brian Callen.
And he's from Mad TV?
Yeah, from Mad TV.
I watch Mad TV, so I wonder who that is.
Well, a lot of people watch Mad
Brian
TV.
Callen. He doesn't look familiar to me.
Right, he wasn't one of the best cast members.
Okay,
But,
anyway, continue.
they have a podcast together called The Fighter and the Kid, and the only reason Brendan Schaub has ever succeeded in life is because of Brian Callen. And so Brendan Schaub created, he started doing stand-up because Brian Callen is a stand-up comedian, and Brian Callen kind of got him into the business. Now, to be a really good stand-up comedian, I have no idea. I'm not a stand-up comedian, but I've watched a lot of podcasts like Joe Rogan and Brian Callen. They're all both very good comedians, and they say it typically takes 10 years to be a really good comedian.
10 years?
Yeah, 10 years. It's crazy, right?
Oh, my God.
Brendan Schaub's been doing it for 3, and he has a stand-up special, and it's awful. And the reason why I don't like Brendan Schaub at the moment is because it sucked, and he's pretending like it didn't suck. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have, I'm going to start, this is a clip of him at the end of his other podcast, which is called Below the Belt, which he's a terrible analyst, so god awful. I swear to God, every time I listen to him, I die a little inside.
Jesus Christ.
This weekend,
Put it
Thursday,
up to the
Fred
mic.
Rappaport will be with
Right, all right, 1 second. Let me get to this portion because I don't want everyone.
me ninth. I'll have some peeps with me in Brea as well. That will be
All right, so this is a clip of him talking about his special.
Thursday, Friday,
In
Saturday.
Brea?
We'll see you
Brea
guys.
Improv?
And
Sure,
the,
I don't know.
Appreciation I've got.
He had a
from the
special
fans.
somewhere.
I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm just happy, man. I'm happy, and I love you guys. And this is just the start for me. Only up from here. Thank you for making this special what it is, making it a success. I've got
Success.
some great notes from Showtime, everyone involved, the whole team. So thank you guys. And if you haven't seen it, go to Showtime.com, promo code SHAB. You can watch the entire hour there. You get 30 days free of Showtime. Whatever you want. Watch my special. Then you get 29 more days to do whatever you want on Showtime. Enjoy it. Showtime.com, promo code SHAB. Thank you guys. See you next time. I'm out.
So he's talking about all these views and how it's a success, and he's completely not talking about how awful it was. You know what I mean?
What do you, like...
It was so bad.
He's not
Let
talking
me-
about how awful his podcast is?
How awful the
Their
comedy
stand-up?
special.
Well, maybe he doesn't think it's awful.
Well,
What?
looking at his I'm looking at the IMDb of it. Oh god, damn it! I already had this all set up too.
So you just hate him because his comedic work is just not good?
No, I hated that he's trying to pretend that it wasn't garbage. You know what I mean? His comedy special is 3 out of 10. I mean, it's 1.5 stars out of 1,100 ratings. It's 1.5 stars out of 5, 3 out of 10.
Oh, really? Is it? So it's
It's
what's
that
wrong
bad.
with his jokes?
I don't know, man. It's just not funny. You never seen a bad comedy special before?
Not really. I mean,
Come on.
I mean, I can
There's good
believe-
ones. There's a Bill Burr. Bill Burr is incredible. And then there's other comedians that I can't even remember because they're not good. But then there's this. see, I'm just gonna read off a few reviews. All right, so I'll go to these reviews. We got buying reviews. It's one thing to put out, especially before the material is ready. Nobody's perfect, and comedic tastes vary, but buying positive reviews through an email list is a whole new level of sleaze. So that's 1 out of 10. So the good reviews he did get were bought. So this 1.5.
So he pays people.
Yeah, because the Showtime gave people discounts for giving positive reviews on the special.
So they were incentivized.
To give positive reviews. So with the incentives and everything, it's still at 1.5 stars, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty bad.
It's bad.
But you've watched it, right? You've watched his
I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna waste my time. I gotta get a free trial of Showtime. What's on Showtime?
You just read the reviews and
It's kind of clear.
Opinion.
Well, I made my opinion off that. And honestly, it's garbage. I'm gonna say it's garbage. I'm not even gonna, but it's not that whole thing. Like, come on, put out the specials, whatever. And then I'm just saying, what I don't dislike about the situation is that he's not acknowledging the fucking fact that it's being
so you're just mad
underwhelmed by his fans.
You want him to just flat out say, like, I'm sorry, this fucking sucked.
Right? Yeah. Like, hey man, I worked really hard, and people didn't come out and like it like I thought they would. Maybe I should have worked more than 3 years on my stand-up comedy abilities to get better at this. Because all my friends, because he's friends with Joe Rogan, who's a great stand-up comic. Look up Joe Rogan's comedy specials on Netflix. It's good. Brian Callen's a great stand-up comic. His stuff's on Amazon. I laughed my ass off. I mean, Brian Callen almost made me shit myself. It was so funny. I'm not joking. It was really good.
If he was on Mad TV, I would believe it, because I fucking love Mad TV.
Right, it was funny. But it's just like, when you listen to a lot of his stuff, it's like he's pretending. And then he has like this thing where it's like, if people don't like what you're doing or saying negative things, it's because they're haters. I'm like, no, bro. It's just that you do trash work. And it's just crazy that you're so successful.
Like, you're mad that he's successful?
Right, because he failed at NFL. He failed at the UFC. He's a shit stand-up comedian.
Was he better at NFL or UFC than this?
I would assume so. I assume so, but I watched him fight in the UFC, and granted, he would destroy me. No, there's no question. But, like, people, even idiots, can do, like, comparisons. You know what I mean? Between, like, really talented people and not so talented people. And just looking at Brendan Schaub, you could tell that he wasn't going to be an incredible UFC fighter. There's even a very viral segment that when he was on Joe Rogan flat out told him, like, you need to quit the UFC. You're not good enough. He said Christ. That to his face on one of the biggest platforms on YouTube, which is the JRE, Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Told him to his face, like, you're not going to be a champion ever.
Oh my god.
And he was like, well, you can have that opinion, but I feel like I can do it. And then he asked him, Cain Velasquez was like the champion at the time, like, do you think you could out wrestle Cain Velasquez? And then Brendan Schaub said, like, I think he'd be surprised. And then Joe Rogan was like, I think you'd be surprised at how much of a different level that he is than you.
Oh man.
So and Joe Rogan's like a really good friend of his, but he had to do it like that to put it
to kind of get
it through his
head.
Because guys, there's some guys that you just gotta set it out straight and like hard and like the harshest way possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like that with this guy. I swear to God. And don't get me wrong, his podcasts I think are funny, but his best thing he's ever done is the Fighter and the Kid podcast.
Okay. So you think
if you're ever interested in anything that Brendan Schaub ever will do or ever did, it's the Fighter and the Kid podcast. It's because Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen have a great dynamic. That's it. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. It just pisses me off when people are like delusional or like pretend to be delusional. I'm like, just be honest and be upfront. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like they just
say like, yeah.
It's kind of like Amy Schumer's like that too, though.
Right.
Like her work is terrible, and she knows like there's an uproar on the internet that everyone thinks she's terrible, but she just doesn't choose to.
They're just choosing not to acknowledge it. And there's some things I get it. like especially when you become a little bit famous, like you can't acknowledge everything, but when there's like 1.5 stars out of 1,000 reviews, and you paid people, incentivize them to give good reviews, and it's still
that
bad. Low.
Yeah.
Acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Acknowledge it. Something.
Yeah.
You mean just like
take it and
look,
work with it.
You know, like look, I did this thing for 3 years. I thought I was ready. Clearly, I wasn't. It wasn't well received. I mean, you know, there's this thing out there that, you know, to be a really great stand-up comedian, it takes 10 years. I did this in 3 years. That was a mistake. I should have honed my skills more. You know what I mean? And then bam, bada bing, bada boom, man. No one gives a shit no more. It's like, all right, man. Hey, at least you tried.
Yeah.
You gave it a shot.
I get what you're saying.
But now it's like,
admit it.
now it's like you're pretending like it didn't suck, so that you can still get people to go watch it. Because, you know what I mean?
Because you need the money.
Because you need the money or something like that. I'm like,
yeah, like at least own it and just be like, yeah, man, it was garbage.
You go into your apartment that you're there, that you've decorated with your significant other. You built a home there, right? You go in there, you see all your pictures of all your family, your kids, right? And you go in your room that you live and love your wife in, and then you see you're fucking somebody. And then afterwards, you're like, what happened? They're like, oh, I wasn't fucking him. I saw you fuck him. You know what I mean?
I saw you fuck him.
You're fucking him right now. You're naked. He's naked. You were fucking him. You know what I mean?
Man, you and your
just
analogies.
Admit it.
I wasn't fucking
Admit that you fucked him. You know what I mean? Admit that you did a shitty comedy special, and then move on.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the whole marriage thing might be a little bit worse, but
yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that analogy doesn't 100% transfer over, but I watched you fuck him.
For a good solid 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Kind of liked it, but kind of didn't.
Kind of pulled out my phone and took a few pictures, but
Look, I was interested, but I wasn't that
I was interested, but the right thing to do is stop this.
He was fat too. Why'd you get a fat one? Man?
Get a fat one. All right, this analogy's going so deep.
Yes, deep
all
as
right.
fuck. Thick dick.
So we're at almost about 53 minutes. So I think
Right.
we got it pretty much. Is there anything else you want to say that you hate?
I hate people who walk slowly.
Okay.
Like, I want to slap them in the back of the fucking head. You know what I mean? Because I'm behind them because that's why they're annoying me, right?
I'd say I hate that too.
And then people who walk on the wrong side.
What?
You know what I mean? Like when you're on a side, like Venice Beach, you know, like these huge sidewalks. You like a road, you're on the right side of the road, right?
There's no direction you have to walk on a sidewalk.
Yes, there is, bro.
No, there's not.
When it's
What do you think if I want to turn around, I have to cross the road and go to the other sidewalk to turn around?
No, there's this common fucking sense when it comes to sidewalks, bro. When there's a ton of people, you should be on the right side of the road, of the sidewalk, so that you don't fucking run into people. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if there's a lot of fucking people.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like if I'm walking like down Venice Beach, because I'm with a very attractive young lady, because I'm on a date, because I'm like that.
Okay, you don't have to prove that to anyone. That's okay.
Let me prove it.
Let me prove it.
But then like we're having a conversation, just walking down this beach because it's a nice day, and there's these fucking people on the wrong side of the road. Now I gotta walk through them. I gotta walk through them or move when they just need to be on the proper side of the fucking sidewalk. Right? Am I crazy?
I mean, I've never been in a situation where the sidewalk's so congested that would pose a problem. So I can't.
Well, like it's not even when it's congested. It's like when it's not congested. It's like, why are you on the wrong side of? It's like not congested, but you're still on the wrong side of the road. So I still have to walk through you when you could just be more left.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know this.
That was kind of not. I don't know.
What the fuck? Get out of here! You were talking about Walmart, bro.
I would have to experience it to understand. That's why I can't really relate.
Talking about fucking Walmart and Reefs.
Yeah, I hate that shit, dude.
Alright, whatever.
Swear to God, if you need fucking lawn and garden shit, and it is like past August, you're fucked if you try to go to Walmart, because you're just gonna end up having to fucking buy Christmas lights.
All right, whatever.
Just okay.
We're done.
Fucking, all right.
Let's end this podcast. Hey, that's a deep breath. You got good lungs.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. This is our longest podcast yet. We're running up at about 15 minutes now.
15 minutes.
55 minutes. Why the fuck did I say 15?
It's okay.
Okay. Anyway, So we hope that you guys enjoyed it, and hope that you guys found it entertaining or humorous. And we will be back again next Sunday for some new content. Thank you guys for listening, and stay tuned.
Yep, the dicks.